Okay, so let's just state the obvious. The webcam industry has absolutely exploded. It's gone from this kind of niche thing to a massive career path for so many creators. But here's the deal. Your success, your paycheck, it all hinges on one single decision right at the start, picking the right platform. So in this explainer, we're going to break it all down. This is your strategic guide to making it happen. Because let's be real, that's why we're here, right? You want to find a home for your content that doesn't just show off your personality, but actually helps you build a real sustainable business. It's all about playing chess, not checkers, from day one. And this is where your head starts to spin. Seriously, the market is flooded with options. You've got hundreds of sites, and every single one has its own rules, its own vibe, its own audience, and its own way of paying you. If you make the wrong call right out of the gate, you could be wasting so much time and energy. So where on earth do you even begin? Well, before we even start dropping names, let's build a toolkit. You need a way to measure any platform you come across, like a mental checklist of what really matters. The non-negotiables that separate the amazing platforms from the ones that are just meh. So these are basically the 4 pillars that hold everything up. First, you've got high traffic. This is huge because it means there's already an audience waiting for you. Second, reliable payouts. This one's a no-brainer. You have to get paid what you're owed, on time, every time. Third, engaging tools. We're talking about things like HD streaming or interactive toy support, the stuff that keeps your audience coming back for more. And last but not least, it has to be user-friendly. You want to spend your time creating, not wrestling with confusing software. All right, with that checklist in our back pocket, let's dive into the big players. And I think it helps to split them into 2 main camps. You've got your volume kings, where it's all about massive audiences, and then you have the luxury lounges, which are more exclusive and cater to a premium crowd. Okay, now this little chart here, it tells a huge story about the trade-offs you have to make. Just look at ChatterBait. We're talking over 500 million visits a month, but you're keeping around 60% of your earnings. Now swing over to OnlyFans. You keep 80%, which is awesome, but that billion-plus traffic number isn't a live streaming audience you can just tap into. Then you've got the other ends of the spectrum, Live Jasmine with a smaller, more high-end audience, and Stream, where you have to bring your own traffic, but you get to keep pretty much everything. And this right here really gets to the core of the 2 main strategies in the live cam world. On a site like ChatterBait, it's a numbers game. You're live for a massive crowd, and you're hoping to get a lot of small tips from tons of people. Live Jasmine is the complete opposite. The whole vibe is polished, it's glam, and it attracts a smaller audience that's ready to pay top dollar for a premium private experience. It's a totally different mindset. And this quote just perfectly sums up that whole Live Jasmine philosophy. It's from a creator, Video Vixen, who actually switched from one of those high-volume sites. For her, focusing on a smaller group of big spenders was a total game changer for her career. It just goes to show you what works for one person might not work for another. All right, let's talk about OnlyFans for a second. This number, 80%, is what makes everyone's ears perk up. An 80% cut for the creator is one of the best in the business. It's a totally different model based on subscriptions, which can give you a more predictable, steady income, and you have total control over your content and your pricing. But, and this is a huge but, here's the catch. As this creator, Promo Kitten, points out, that amazing 80% cut comes with a hidden cost, your time. OnlyFans doesn't have a homepage featuring live models. There's no discovery engine. That means you are responsible for driving every single person to your page. You have to become a marketing machine on social media 24/7. So, we've looked at platforms that take a big slice of your earnings, and platforms that basically turn you into a full-time social media manager. It kind of makes you wonder, what's the next step? What's the ultimate level of control for a creator? I mean, just imagine for a second. What if you weren't just a creator on someone else's platform, but you were the platform? No more commission fees getting skimmed off the top. No more fighting for attention with thousands of other models on the same page. And this is the number that makes established creators really sit up and lean in. When you go with a self-hosted solution, you keep almost everything. The only thing coming out is the standard fees that credit card processors take. You're not renting a room anymore. You own the entire building. So what does self-hosted even mean? Well, think of a service like Stream as a website in a box, basically.
They give you all the tech you need, the video streaming, the payment system, the fan club tools, the whole shebang, and you just slap your own brand on it. It's really designed for established creators who are ready to be the boss of their own business.
But of course, there's a flip side. This question from a creator named Indie Kim Queen absolutely hits the nail on the head. The trade-off for keeping 100% of the money is that you are now 100% responsible for getting people to show up. It is the ultimate high-risk, high-reward move. So we've laid out the options. But here's the thing. Picking a platform isn't the finish line. It's just the starting line. It doesn't matter which path you take because there are these universal mistakes that can totally torpedo your career before it even gets off the ground. Let's just run through these real quick because they are so important. Don't pick a site that doesn't fit your vibe or your niche. Don't cheap out on your camera and lighting. Your image quality is your storefront. You have to take your content security seriously. You got to treat it like a real job with a consistent schedule. And finally, you can't just go live and expect people to find you, even on the big sites. You always have to be promoting yourself. These rules apply no matter where you go. Okay, so we've covered the checklists, we've looked at the big platforms, and we've talked strategy. And really, it all boils down to one simple but powerful realization. You're not just a creator. You're the CEO of your own business. And that right there is the thing I really want to leave you with. Chatterbait, Live Jasmine, OnlyFans, even your own private site, they're just tools in your toolbox. Real, lasting success comes from the brand you build around yourself and the community you create. The tech is always going to change, but a strong brand, that's what keeps your audience loyal no matter where you decide to stream. Thanks for tuning in.